Hi, I'm Chris Alexander. I'm the editor-in-chief of Fangoria magazine, and you're watching Fangoria Presents CORMAN'S Classic Pick of the Week. My personal pick of the week, this week, is Joe Dante's 1978 chiller, Piranha. That's right. No, not the remake of Piranha with the blood and the boobs and all that crass nonsense. No, the 1978 go-for-broke, mental case, cross-eyed, yet still witty and elegant Joe Dante film, produced by Roger Corman. Now, of course, Jaws came out in 1975, and Roger, being Roger, was always very savvy to capitalize on trends. But you may ask yourself, why then did he wait so many years post-Jaws' success to release a movie called Piranha? Well, that's easy, because Jaws 2 came out in 1978. So although he was a little late out of the gate, he could not anticipate the success of Spielberg's original film. He certainly knew that the second dive into the ocean was going to be perhaps just as profitable, if not more so. And lo and behold, here comes Piranha, helmed by his disciple Joe Dante. That's the beautiful thing about Corman, as you know, how many great names came out of his camp. Joe Dante now, when it comes to the horror genre, is a household name. But then, he was still relatively a new kid on the block, hadn't made The Howling yet. Yet all the elements that make Dante's work so great are alive in Piranha. Those elements, of course, come from his mentor, Roger, and that is an ability to create tension and cinematic scope with very, very little money and very little resources, and a great knack for casting his films with eccentric characters, many of them coming from Roger's camp, including the great, beautiful, and personal friend of mine, I might add, and that pinched me, I can't believe that's true, Lady Barbara Steele, here in one of her greatest post-Europe roles. You know, Barbara came to America in the 1970s, and she couldn't find as much work as she could, obviously, when she was the queen of horror out there in Italy. And Piranha, to me, is perhaps one of her greatest turns. She's just past the bloom of youth, not yet into middle age, so she has this vibrant sexuality about her, this eroticism, all that cruel beauty that Barbara represents is here in that face. The crow's feet are just starting to come in and add more character to her beauty. She plays a scientist, so you get to exploit Barbara's inherent intellectualism, which is great. Dante cast her perfectly and uses her perfectly in this film. If you've seen the movie and you know that final shot of Barbara's face, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm rhapsodizing about Steele, and this movie's not called Barbara Steele, it's called Piranha. So there are many, many man-eating fish in this movie, and they do much damage to many people, including poor old Belinda Belasky, who gets dragged underwater by the cheap but incredibly effective special effects that Dante and his team have produced in this movie. As well as you get Kevin McCarthy from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, running around in many ways kind of reprising his histrionic role from that classic motion picture. There's an amazing Pino Dimaggio score. Pino, of course, 2 years prior had done that iconic score for Brian De Palma's Carrie, but the score in Piranha is just as incredible, and if anything, adds that elegance I was talking about to the movie. It's a kind of romantic sheen that blankets over all the mayhem on screen. And man, is there mayhem in this movie. But there's also big laughs. Bradford Dillman, who's an old standby for these sorts of pictures, and had previously starred in the movie Bug, the Nature Gone Amok movie Bug in 1976, which was the last William Castle movie. I digress. Delivers a great tongue-in-cheek performance in the lead as a skeptical schmo who lives on the island. And listen, Piranha's just a hell of a lot of fun from beginning to end. As you can tell, I love the movie. You should love the movie. Perhaps you already do love the movie. And it's never too late to start loving the movie, so sit back, relax, and enjoy Joe Dante's 1978 masterpiece, not James Cameron's misguided 1981 sequel, the original 1978 Piranha.